So Jeremy Hall was born with hemophilia, a genetic disorder that impairs the body's ability to make blood clots. And as a child, he was unable to play sports. His hemophilia led to a number of injuries and fused knee joints. At the age of 8, he was in a wheelchair where he would stay for a few years. This did not stop him from pursuing his dreams to be like other students and be involved in sport. In junior high, he participated in volleyball and badminton, as well as intramurals. His dream was to play hockey. Jeremy had a close group of athletic friends, and he wanted to be involved with them. He chose to get involved by becoming a hockey referee. Jeremy attended St. Paul Regional High School, and while there, he joined the golf team and was involved in intramurals. He volunteered at cross-country running events as well. Jeremy could have taken a negative attitude or perspective on life because of his circumstances, but instead, his teachers and peers noticed that he was a student who had a positive outlook on life, a willingness to give his best in everything he did, and a determination to succeed. Jeremy was a go-getter. He rallied the troops. He led by example. A perfect example of this was when he joined the outdoor club that went camping and hiking. Jeremy showed tremendous courage on these hikes in the Rockies, and although he was in obvious pain, he never complained. And when back at camp, he was the first to volunteer to cook or to clean up. Jeremy epitomizes the definition of an exemplary person, someone with an optimistic attitude, even when the cards are stacked against him. In grade 11, Jeremy was nominated and selected as a Key Success recipient by his senior graduating class. Key Success winner was given to a grade 11 student who was recognized by his or her peers who demonstrated the leadership qualities and academic excellence. Jeremy was also recognized as his class valedictorian. Jeremy is an inspiration to us all by demonstrating what one can accomplish if given the opportunity. He is a sledge hockey and rowing national champion, a double world rowing silver medalist, the Rowing Canada Aviron 2018 Para Athlete of the Year, and a 3-time World Rowing Indoor record holder. Jeremy is very excited to see the initiative that the ASA has undertaken with the addition of para and unified sports into its events. Jeremy is sought after to speak at various events, but especially in the hemophilia community. He speaks on the role of sport and activity in hemophilia and has done so at the local, provincial, and national levels. Jeremy attended the University of Alberta, where he graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering and has completed his Master's of Science in Biomedical Engineering from the University of Alberta while training in Victoria. Currently, Jeremy lives and trains in Victoria, BC at the Rowing Canada's National Training Centre. He's on Canada's para-rowing team and is preparing to qualify for the Tokyo Paralympics in the PR2 mixed double sculls event at the final Paralympic qualification regatta in early June. Congratulations to Jeremy Hall for receiving this recognition as an ASA Hall of Fame inductee into the athlete category. Well deserved, Jeremy.
I hear like athletic career. I don't necessarily know if I had an athletic career from a young age. At a young age and in my youth, a lot of the time was spent simply getting my hemophilia under control to a point where I could do those things that I wanted. I could be active, could participate in sport and just play with my friends. A lot of that was recreational. And I was playing a lot of able-bodied sport, not the most competitive, but I always had that drive and determination, that desire to compete, and that kind of a drive to be the best in pursuit of excellence. Even in my youth, I'd tell my parents or I'd tell people around me that I wanted to play, hockey or compete in hockey or something, and I don't know that anyone necessarily ever believed me. But I always kind of believed in myself, and I was going to stop at nothing to achieve that. And so when I finally did get the chance to compete for Alberta with sledge hockey and win a national championship, that was huge. That was a big moment, and then it just kind of carried through again to rowing, and just it was always looking towards that next step and wanting more. And so winning or getting on the national team Then it was competing at Worlds, and then it was, looking to set world records on the erg, and then, winning a silver medal, and now, wanting to be world champion one day, or compete at the Paralympics. In my experience, you face a certain stigma, I think, or some resistance to embracing para. People are pretty quick to make assumptions about what para sport is, or what a para athlete is, and what they're capable of. I mean, when I first started rowing, the program I was set to row with didn't want to take me on. They were like, nope, send him elsewhere, because he's para, so he might drown. And it wasn't like they had never even met me, right? And fortunately for me, those who had met me advocated for me, and I was able to join. But I think that's a big thing is in para, the sport itself, or the sport itself, and the athletes, need your support, need support from more than just the people that are immediately around them, or have something to gain from it, for it to grow. And so as a coach, you can have a tremendous impact on a para athlete's confidence, or just, to guide them through life, to build them up for a successful life. With para, and with people with disabilities, I think you're often, there's restrictions sometimes that can be placed on you. And so I think, a big thing was that, the staff at regional didn't place those restrictions on me necessarily. It wasn't, I was given that freedom again to forge my own path. It was simply, all right, it was just, you're part of the crew, and we're going to make it happen. I'd like to thank Hank, of course, for the nomination, as well as the ASAA selection committee. I feel truly special to be accepted into the High School Sports Hall of Fame. It's honestly not something I envisioned for myself at the time, and probably could have named a few of my classmates or friends that would be sitting here ahead of me that were more deserving. And lastly, I think everyone who supported me along the way deserves a sincere thank you, and can share in this accomplishment. For my family, to my teachers, classmates, coaches, and mentors, you all played an incredible role in this achievement, and allowed me to just be myself, and really supported me in anything I set my mind to. So thank you.